Oh, you might not be able to see me very well, but great news. So that's gonna flash. Yep, I know I need to get a new bulb. Anyway, great news. So engine got back from the machine shop, rehoned, skimmed the head, skimmed the block, valve stem seals have been done. So all of that goodness, and now basically to collect all of the pieces I need now to start putting it back together. I've got pistons, got piston rings, stuff like that, got bearing shells, gonna put all them in. I think the only thing I'm missing is probably an oil pump at the moment. I think I've got all the gaskets and seals, well, we'll see. But let's get all this stuff unloaded at the unit. Right then, I've got the Golf in. Dirty daily diesel, I know, looking quite low on the rear as well. That'll explain why my headlight aim's slightly better. But yeah, I know she's filthy, but honestly, she's doing her daily duties and she's doing them well. And right now, she's a van full of 2JZ parts. The head, all the valves have been out, they've been checked, pressure tested, all good. I didn't go for a valve reseat, purely because of price costs. Valve stem seals are in. Crank has been checked, crank is good. So basically, clean it all up and put it on the stand and start putting it back together. So first task is to get this off and put all the bolts back in the back of the block. So I've got to lift the block out, put it on here, basically. Oh, I probably should tidy all this up. It's full of old pistons and stuff I don't need anymore. So that's cool. So Josh is here now. Got the block out the boot, got the engine stand attachment. Now all we need to do now is get that into there. Yeah? That into there? We got that?
I can do that.
We can do that. Together, we can achieve anything.
Yeah.
Go on, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, the crank. Better take that out. I don't want that rolling around in my boot. I haven't got anywhere to put that though.
Market face, right?
Yeah, just an old table.
A picnic table, sort of like just fold like that.
Yeah, like when people do a fucking display or something. Dude, I got to watch through all this video and like cut out all the bits of it, just us talking random shit. So much video. That crank. Don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to find somewhere for it. Where can I put it?
See you failing me in my head. You cost me so much.
Morning guys, what's going on? It's an early on a Saturday morning. You join me at the unit. I haven't had a chance to lay out everything on the bench just yet, but at the moment I got my non-VVTi GTE pistons, which I've got to take the old rings off to then put my new rings that I've bought on. So yeah, I've left them to soak a little bit in WD, and I'm just going to sort of gently tap them with a bit of wood and hopefully get a pick in there and get these rings out. I have got a ring tool, so I should be able to spread them open, but at the moment they're kind of stuck where they are. So obviously the pistons need a good clean. So today what I'm going to do is get the engine block over near the door, clean all the side of it, wire brush it all, brake clean it all down, mask it off, and then I'm going to spray it. It's going to go nice, have a nice colour on it. Age is what colour to do it. I wanted to do it like a mad, bright colour in the engine bay, but then I thought, no, by the time I've got high temperature paint, got it in, do you know what I mean? And it's like, I'll be waiting ages for it. So I thought, nah, I'll just go Halford, see what they got. So I went down to Halford's, high temperature silver. But yeah, I thought, high temperature silver, it's gonna make the engine look brand fucking new. And I wasn't exactly about to spray it black, because if I have any leaks or anything, I won't be able to see it. So that's the plan for today. That will be moved over there, and Josh will be coming to help. And yeah, I'm just gonna have a little play around with these pistons, see if I can get these rings off.
Why you look that bad? Checking on that crisp, man. Yeah.
Well, that's it for today. Spent most of the day here just sort of tinkering. Fixed Josh's car. His Swift had a knock on the rear end. Turns out his fucking shock bolts weren't even tight. Don't know who did that. Anyway, so the engine is back under cover. I had to go at the pistons, took all the rings out. Sadly, all the rings snapped and broke, and it was a right nightmare trying to get the rings out. It's like the bloke said when I bought them on eBay that they were already ultrasonic cleaned. Well, I don't know whether they've been ultrasonic cleaned or not, but anyway, the rings were like jammed inside the ring lands, so I had to like spray them with WD-40, gently tap them out the side and like try and get them out without damaging the pistons. It was a right old faffle. So anyway, that's all done now. All the pistons are here with no rings in them. Next thing I need to do is take the gudgeon pins out, clean all them up, make sure the gudgeon pins are nice and clean, and put the new rings on. Well, before I put the new rings on, gap the rings, put the rings on, put the shells in, put the pistons in, put the crank in, and start assembling it all together. But I want to get it all laid out on the table. I just haven't had a chance yet. Pretty much, that's it for today. So we'll call it a day. Until next time. So basically what I'm doing now, I'll get my torch out of the vise, is I am cleaning my crankshaft. Now, it is a little bit dirty and scummy because it's been in the back of a Ford Transit when it was delivered back to me. But mostly, you see these ball ends here in the journals. So that journal actually goes all the way to the ball end through there. But they're journals that you can no longer sort of get to get in there and clean. With those ball stoppers in. Obviously, you can see all the dirt on it. It's terrible. I will sort this out. But anyway, I'm going to shoot up brake cleaner into there and see how much dirt comes out. But I've got to do all of them. So we'll see how that goes. I'll do that for a minute. So I've had a good go at cleaning it. As you could see by the time lapse, the pipe kept popping off the end of the brake clean tube. Anyway, I got into those journals, sprayed like hell, and a load of bits, lo and behold, a load of bits fell out. Oh, I got my torch here. Lo and behold, a load of bits fell out. On the whole, the majority of it is now clean. I've cleaned all the journals. I will probably go over it again before I place it in the engine. And yeah, so now I'm gonna go over to the block, pick off all the bits of fluff, and then obviously find a high quality rag to use for that. But we'll leave it at this. I'm going to wrap it up in this towel, I think, or cover it. I might cover it in plastic, actually. I've got a new piece of plastic, like a bin bag material. I'll cover it up in that, and I'll just leave it here on the bench, ready for when I next come down. Right, so I got myself organised a little bit better. I've sat down to basically take the wrist pins out the pistons. Now, I've taken apart one of the older pistons purely because it was covered in oil, it was all lubricated, so I wanted to see how easy it came out. The wrist pin itself, with a couple taps with something wooden, it came out nicely. But these pistons that I bought, although the good pistons they are, the guy who before me seemed to have cleaned the piston as a whole like this. So he got them ultrasonic cleaned is what it said on the ad, but who knows. Anyway, I can actually show you an example. Some of the other pistons, don't know if you can quite see it there, but in the oil ring there, you can see it's quite crusty and white. This is why I want to take the wrist pins out, because I want to take the wrist pins out so I can fully clean the pistons, so I know they're all good. Ready for my reaction to what time it is? Yep, 10 to 12. So I've done kind of what I wanted to do tonight, so I'm quite happy. Got the crank over there, fairly clean. Engine, fairly clean. Started on the wrist pins. Obviously I hit kind of a wall. I'm not going to push it tonight. Eventually we'll get there, piece by piece and video by video, but I can appreciate I'm not going to be the kind of person that throws it all together in one video. I'm learning. I'll admit that every day is a school day, but I just want to be sure it's all done properly. And so far so good. Slow and but surely, it's going together. Well, believe it or not, I'm back. For you guys, this is just another video, just another thing I've shoved in there. But for me, this is second night in a row coming back here. It's a little bit colder tonight. But after last night, looking at the wrist pins, I wanna actually do something to the pistons I've got.
So right now, I know it might seem crude, but I'm using a heat gun just to warm the piston up to get the wrist pin in. I've finished cleaning this one. This is number 2. Only another 4 to go. I'm hopefully going to finish them all tonight so they're all clean. And then obviously when I go to fit them,
It can be one last little blast over, a bit of brake fluid, a bit of engine oil, just to make sure they're all clean and lubricated and working well. So at the moment, just going to get the wrist pin on this one, and I'll show you the second one, just how dirty they are.
so let's see if we can kind of see it. In the light there, if you look at the oiling hole for the pin, just here, you can see all that white crusty substance. Now, assuming that's leftover residue from the clean. But yeah, I'm taking apart all the pistons, putting them all back together, and just making sure there's none of that crusty substance inside, in and around the piston. Cleaning it off. It's a bit like colouring, really, like scratching it off gently with a pick. What is this? A project? Picasso, I like it. Yeah, basically. So a lot more of this, and then I want to get it put back together, really. Then it's all sealed up. We'll see how it goes. All right. Well, another day. I am absolutely and completely useless when it comes to timing. I told myself, right, come the weekend, I want to go up the unit super early, get up there and start doing stuff. And what has actually happened is I spent all day Saturday enjoying myself and treating myself maybe to nice food and a very manly grown-up toy. Anyway, first things first, I got to do grown-up things and go for a shop. Yay. Don't worry, I'm not taking you along with me. But after that, straight to the unit. Oh, here we go. I freaking hate shopping.
Well, let's get this over and done with. Done in what, like 20 minutes, half an hour? Let's get the fuck out of here. I fucking hate it. It's fucking lush weather we're having. So, just going to drink my organic ginger shot. Not very nice, not very pleasant. Bit of a burn, but they make me feel a lot better and give me some energy for today. So, bottoms up. But yeah, all appears to be going okay, smoothly. I have had to clean the pistons up for a second time because I've noticed there's some of that residue on there. Not too impressed. And again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm consulting the internet every step of the way I go, just to make sure I get this right. Don't want to be getting it wrong. It's very cold in here. The sun's outside. I'm not sure whether to open the door or not, but it will let dust in. But also, I need a piss and lunch.
Well, it's been a lush day outside, and I've been stuck inside doing this. Never mind.
Anyway, I'm at a stopping point here. I felt like I haven't really done much, so I need to get more done. In order to get that done, I need to go and grab a 12-sided socket. For some reason, I do not own any 12-sided sockets. Nor do I have any at work. Don't need them. Never mind. So anyway, I'm going to run to Halfords now, grab some 12-sided sockets so I can do the main caps and the con rod bolts. and they can all be torqued up, and I can rotate the assembly, because I just really want to rotate the assembly and just have that peace of mind of knowing everything's free flowing and everything's good. So that's what I want to complete tonight. I want to finish it. I want to get the rotating assembly done, potentially put the head gasket on, and put the head on. Just another video of me at the unit, and yet another night up here. I'm probably not going to do much in the way of filming. I'm going to be gapping the piston rings. This is not a how-to video, so you guys can go look online how to gap your piston rings. I think I've got it pretty nailed. I'm going to sit here, sit quietly, hopefully get it all sorted. Like I said, I'm not going to do any filming because I haven't got my little stand, so I'll forget it for now and see where we get to tonight. So this evening consists of taking all of the old shells out of the old conrods and putting brand new ACL race bearings in, and then hopefully torquing them all up and putting all the pistons in, which is going to be quite exciting. All of the new shells are in. Got my new belts there, got my ARP grease. Ready to put the pistons in the cylinder balls. Quite an exciting moment. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my phone holder, phone stand thing, so I can't time lapse it, but I can assure you, hopefully it will go smoothly. Cannot wait. Anyway, rear main, front main, let's go. Back up here for another night. Getting the rear main, the front main, oil pump on the engine block. Last time we were up here, me and Josh managed to get the pistons in the cylinders, all torqued up, all lovely and jubbly. Right, so got the rear main seal on, the rear main bolted up, got the oil pump bolted on, all torqued down. Basically ready to have the upper oil pan put on. So going to go ahead and put that on. And I haven't got a lower sump, so I can't put one of them on because I dented one of the sumps. So going to clean this up, put the lower oil pan on now. Finally, starting to look more like an engine. You got the oil pump on, the upper oil pan's on. Like I said, I haven't got a lower oil pan, but there she is in all her glory. Basically, time to flip her over and grab the head, which is on the table over here, and put the head on. What are you laughing at?
Flip her over, grab the head.
Yeah, flip her over, grab her by the head and the studs. Anyway, new head studs and everything. Gonna lay it out on the table, have a clean next time I'm up. Meanwhile, me and Josh now have got to work on our own personal daily drivers. So, HKS air filter for the Swift. New, what's it called? New brake shoe retainer springs for the Golf because one fell out.
And the other one said, roll over.
Right, guys, this is extremely exciting. Actually, unboxing some really expensive sort of new.
Whoa. Hold up. What's going on? I'm going to stop him there. I say him. This is future George again. Well done. Basically, I completely forgot to do an outro for this video. I just want to get this video out. So here I am making the outro. Future George. And unfortunately, you're just going to have to wait to see what parts I'm unboxing for the next video. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, to be honest. My videos aren't that great. It's basically just a vlog. I go over this every time, but never mind. Anyway, adios. Have a good day.